Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I did a Vanessa. I had my mic muted. Did a Vanessa. How are you all doing? Welcome. It is Diet Decoder. It is Thursday. It is 8 o'clock. Team Thomas, Facts and Nutrition. Hashtag TTFN. Let's get you all in the chat with that. Hashtag live. If you are watching later on catch up because you couldn't quite make it here, then it is hashtag replay. And don't forget, please put the hashtag TTFN in there as well. I don't know what's going on with this. There we go. That's a bit better. It should be pointing that direction. There we go. So how are we all doing tonight? Yes, it is my turn for Diet Decoder. And as always, I like to do... as always, in my show coming up, I've got two fantastic, tasty recipes for you. These are for you on steps 3 and above. But first... yes, it's the weekly news. And this week, I am pleased to announce I have lost 2.25 pounds. So I'm really happy with that. 2.25 pounds gone, putting me down to 14 stone 7, putting me at 2 stone away from my interim target of 12.5 stone. And when I get to that, I think I'll see where we go from there. Hello, Joe. Hashtag live, hashtag TTFN. How are you doing? But yes, so I've lost 2.25 pounds this week. Absolutely buzzing with that. And hopefully I'm looking for around about the £3 mark on next week's weigh-in. So we'll see how we go. So 2 stone left to go until my target. So I reckon that I could probably do that in the next 2.5 months. So we're, let's say, the end of April, end of May, end of June. By the end of June, I'm hoping to be in target. So let's see if I can do it. By the end of June, just in time for the summer season with me rescuing people, running down the beach in my coveralls. So it wouldn't really matter, would it? But yes, I'm hoping to have dad bod gone and fit bod hello by the end of June. But anyways, that's enough of my weekly news. We are moving on now to... I've just realised I didn't do anything in here. But we're going to move in now to my first recipe for you guys. Like I said, these two recipes are coming in for you guys tonight for steps 3 and above. This first one, absolutely delicious. Check it out. Oh, it didn't play. Check it out. So here we go then, guys. Absolute banger for you on steps 3 and above. Just 313 calories per person. It is mushroom, bacon and onion omelette with salad. Let's get into it. So firstly, grab yourselves a red onion. Take off the root. Take off the top. And cut it in half. One half to one side. Peel off the remaining outer layers. Find it always easier just using the tip of your knife to get in there. Peel it off nicely. And then chop this however you want. So I'm going to slice mine like so. Nice and easy, just like that. Meanwhile, get yourselves a large pan. Stick this on a medium to high heat. And then we're going to add in about half a tablespoon of olive oil and let that come up to the heat. Once the oil's heated up, like so, you'll see it go nice and thin. We're going to add our sliced onion into the pan, like that. And then you want to cook this on a medium-high heat for around about 3 to 5 minutes until it's just, the onion has just started to turn. While take 2 rashers, and I'm using thick cut bacon for this, and just take off the fat. Will peel off nice and easily, like that. Cut the end off, pop that to one side, and then what we're going to do here is just slice this lengthways. And then into little diced pieces. And what we're going to do after the onions have had about 2 minutes cooking, we're going to add that in with our onions. So also 100 grams of button mushrooms, and we are just going to slice these. Like this. It's nice and simple, really. Now if we come back over and check on our onions, these have had 2 minutes now. So we're now going to add in the bacon. We're going to cook that until the bacon starts to turn brown, 2 minutes. And whilst that's cooking, carry on prepping your mushrooms. So now that the bacon has just starting to turn brown, see our onions are nice and opaque and soft there as well. Now this is at the point that we're going to add in our mushrooms. Just add in the 100 grams of the mushrooms there for you. And you want to cook this for 2 minutes until the mushrooms, they've still got a bite to them, but they're nice and warm through. Now at this point, turn on your grill to a medium heat and get that nice and hot then. So now as you can see, our mushrooms are virtually there. So what we're going to do, make sure this is mixed nicely so that it evenly spreads out. Right, whilst that's cooking like that, crack them into a bowl. Like so. Mushrooms still cooking nicely. Whisk. Get these really well whisked. Lots of air in there, like that. Eggs whisk. Add in any salt and pepper that you want to season it with. And pour in your eggs. Making sure that we get all of that in there. This is why I like using silicone utensils. It's really, really good for scraping out all that mix. Right, cook this for about 1.5 to 2 minutes until it starts to just about turn. So after 1.5 minutes, you can see it's started to cook around the edge. We're going to take this and pop it under the grill for a further 2 minutes. Our omelette should be nice and golden brown and ready to dish up. So I'm going to spin it around here. I'm going to get, we've got our salad plate, and dish this bad boy up. So just quite simply fold it up, scoop it up, and there you have it. Nice and easy to make. Mushroom, bacon and onion omelette with side salad. This comes in at just 313 calories. Those of you on steps 3 and above. Go ahead, give it a try for yourself. Leave me a comment down below on how you got on with it. And remember, guys, to like, share, follow, and subscribe for more Meals with Martin. Yeah, an absolute banger. 313 calories there for that omelette. Absolutely gorgeous. You can bring that down to 274 274 calories if you take the bacon out. But absolutely delicious and a family favourite. You know, nice and easy to make. Something you can get your kids involved with as well. And yes, there was a piece of shell in there. I did remove it. However, don't know if you know this, you can actually eat eggshell. It's really, really, really good source of calcium. Grind it down and actually mix it in with your meals, and it is really good for you. Bet you didn't know that, did you? So, yes, 313 calories. Really, really, really easy to make. Everyone knows how to make an omelette. It's just what you put in it. That's all. No cheese in there, which a lot of people may disagree with. No milk in there either. Again, a lot of people may disagree with that. But it's so long as you whisk it up and get enough air into that eggs, you're going to get a nice thick omelette, and don't overcook it. That is the key. A lot of people will can overcook their omelettes, which then will dry it out, especially as you've not added in that milk. So you've taken out some of the liquid content anyway. So it can go quite dry. So literally you want to cook it a minute and a half max on the underside. Just as the edges start to turn, whack that under the grill. And then that's going to cook for another minute and a half to 2 minutes. And comes out looking like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next recipe that I've got for you, I don't know if any of you saw my Instagram post earlier. Gave you a little bit of a teaser of what was going on. And also, you may have seen in the description, 250 calories for a pizza. Are you joking? No, I'm not. 250 calorie pizza. Not just a pizza, but a side salad as well. The whole lot, 250 calories. That's around about 7 to 10 inch pizza. Depends on how much it stays out. Really, really simple to make. In total, prep to cooking time is around about 25 minutes. And 15 minutes of that is you sat with your feet up, pretty much waiting for the dough ball to prove. But without further ado, if you don't believe me, check it out. Here we go then, guys. An absolute banger for you. For those of you on steps 3 and above, this whole plateful contains 250 calories. It is my flour tortilla homemade margarita pizza with fresh basil and salad. Let's get into it. So firstly, what we want to do, into a bowl, we're going to measure 250 grams of bread flour or strong plain flour. Like that. Is add in half a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of olive oil, and then mix that with 150 milliliters of warm water. Give that a real good mix up. So, I'm using a utensil to begin with, just to get it mixed. Once we get to this floury dough stage, which doesn't take long, we're then gonna knead for around about 5 minutes, till it is all well and truly combined. Right, so after 5 minutes of kneading, we've got a nice smooth dough ball. Now this serves 6 people, or rather this makes 6 of our tortilla wraps or bases. Now I've got a floured board here. I'm just going to pop our dough ball on there, we're going to cover it with a clean tea towel and pop this aside for 15 minutes to rest. We're going to get the rest prepared. So to finish off our pizzas, you're going to need some pizza-based sauce. I'm cheating, I'm not making my own, I'm using this one from a good supermarket. We're also going to need some fresh basil and some grated mozzarella. We're going to be serving this alongside a salad. So we've got here some sweet and crunchy salad mix, a cucumber and a tomato. Now whilst our dough serves 6, we're going to be doing this for 2 people. So to prepare our salad, we're going to take our tomato and we are going to quite simply cut this into 8ths. We're going to do half a tomato per person. Like that. I'm going to take our cucumber. And do 4 slices of cucumber per person.
So guys, I forgot to record this bit. So once your dough ball has rested for 15 minutes, we're going to go and cut this into 6 even pieces, roll them into balls, and then we're going to roll these out using a rolling pin, and we're going to make these to about 10 inches in diameter.
So now we've got this like that, what we're going to do, let's just bring it over here, add in a drizzle of olive oil, just a drizzle. Now we're going to just scooch that round, and then what we're going to do is just take your tortilla wrap and place that in there like so. Whilst that's cooking, you can be cracking on with your next dough ball. So you see there's no fresh flour on there. I'm going to pop this down with my hand, showing you a different method with this one. Just going to circle it, and we're going to pull this out again. And get this going a little quicker for you now. And then roll that out. Now, stuck to the rolling pin, but it didn't stick to the board, which is what we're after. Roll this out. Again, you're being gentle with it, just to keep that shape initially and get that thin. Now these flour tortilla wraps is what you can buy in the store. It'll cost you a hell of a lot less to make yourself. They take 15 minutes to make plus cooking time, and they literally cook at around about 1.5 minutes per side. So let's check on our tortilla wrap. So you can see it's starting to bubble. And if I scooch this in here, we're looking for it to just start changing colour on the other side. It's not quite ready yet. You can see it's just started to turn golden brown. Nearly there. Right, so now this is ready. Flip that over. You see you've got that nice golden brown pattern there. Then we're going to grab our pizza base sauce, and you want 2 teaspoons of our pizza base sauce, no more, and just spread this all around. Like so. Then we're going to take 30 grams, half of our mozzarella, and just spread this all the way around our pizza. Like that. Now if we come back over here, what we're going to do is take a few leaves of our basil, three leaves of basil, and let's go 4 for luck. 4 leaves of basil. Get yourself a nice sharp knife and just gently rock backwards and forwards with the knife. No pressure whatsoever. If you've got a sharp enough knife, that'll slice straight through. Alright, pick up your basil and then come back over to our pizza. Sprinkle the basil around the pizza like that. Then what you're going to do is grab yourselves a lid for your pan, pop the lid on top and leave that to cook for another minute. Now then, after a minute, take the lid off. Look at how gorgeous that is. Now we're going to just take the pizza out, pop it onto a warm plate, set it aside, and I've covered that so that it keeps nice and warm, and then repeat again. So little drizzle, use a bit of kitchen roll just to dress that around. That's also going to just take some of that oil off as well. Grab your next floured wrap, pop that into the pan like so. Make sure it's spread out all to the edges. So we're looking at about a 7-inch pizza here. Pop that in, leave that to cook for about a minute and a half until the underside has started to turn. You can see this one's got some nice air pockets there, so that's how you tell that it's about done. Flip it over, nice and golden brown. So using that bit of tissue paper again, I forgot to show you this bit. It's still got oil on it, so just we're wanting to keep that non-stick. So give it a grease up, pop that back down there. Grab yourselves 2 teaspoons of our tomato sauce. Spread it round the base, nice and evenly. Like that. Get the rest of your mozzarella cheese. Spread that around evenly. So that's 30 grams of mozzarella per person. Like that. Sprinkle that all over. Like that. Pop a lid on, leave it for a minute and a half. Now this is ready to go. So what we're going to do here is grab our trusty chopping board again. Remove this onto the chopping board. Now do you remember I said we've got the dough ball makes 6? Well, just keep cooking and they'll keep for 5 days in an airtight bag. Grab yourselves a knife or a pizza wheel. It is entirely up to you. Just make sure it's nice and sharp. Simply cut your mozzarella and basil pizza. We're cutting this into the traditional 8 slices, like so. There we go. Do that for both, quite simply. Dish this bad boy up. Oops, didn't cut through that one very well, did I? There we go. And we're going to do the same on this one. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And there you have it, guys. This plate contains 250 calories. Would you look at that? A gorgeous thin crust pizza made with flour tortilla, mozzarella and fresh basil. Absolutely gorgeous. 250 calories for you guys on steps 3 and above. Go ahead and give it a try. Leave me a comment down below on how you got on with it. And remember, like, share, follow and subscribe for more Meals with Martin.
Yep, absolutely fantastic. So, like I said, that whole plateful contained 250 calories. Really, really easy to make. Absolutely gorgeous. You could buy the flour tortillas if you wanted to. Just double check the calorie per wrap on that. So, using my recipe, I know that that's guaranteed one tortilla wrap. Exactly how I made it, you're guaranteed 250 calories for that whole plateful. Just send your twin bro at yours, my consultant right there. Smash it, my man. Cheers, Kev. So yeah, also Kev saying about how trusty is the board. Bamboo boards, absolutely swear by them. They are so robust. So one thing that you'll find with some chopping boards, and especially wooden chopping boards, they score, they mark, and you get the... I hate wooden chopping boards, because they are not very hygienic. You can't guarantee to get all inside the cracks and crevices clean properly, especially when you're chopping a lot, where bamboo boards are a lot more robust. They don't crack, they don't slice easily like conventional wooden boards, and I much prefer them to plastic boards as well. Very easy to clean also, and naturally they're non-stick as well. As you saw there, I wasn't actually flouring the board, I was flouring the rolling pin because that wanted to stick to it. And also nice, the knives are nice too. Yep, my knives are brilliant. The plastic ones score, and yeah, you get score. Go into our kitchen now and have a look at our plastic chopping boards. They're all scored and marked and horrible, whereas the bamboo boards are the most robust chopping boards you can get. Bamboo anything. Get yourself a bamboo rolling pin, again nice and robust. Not too sure about a bamboo knife. Who knows? And I swear by using silicone utensils as well. You can actually get every ounce of your sauces and everything out of a pan if you're using your silicone utensils. Tesco knife sharpener #1. Absolutely. And I am going to do a little segment on how to sharpen knives properly, either using a steel, using a wet and dry stone, and then using the Tesco knife sharpener. You can get them anywhere, to be fair. It's not a Tesco knife sharpener, but they're brilliant. And always remember, sharpen your knives before every single use. Keep your knives nice and sharp. If you sharpen them before every use and make sure that they're sharp, then you're going to you're not going to blunt them as easily. If you let your knives get down and get quite blunt, they're even harder to sharpen, because you basically you're regrinding them. Sorry, I'm reading the things. Or your wit. What, my wit sharp? Shout me out, dude. Yes, massive shout out to Kev, who has hit his 2 stone mark, or over 2 stone. Kev has lost 2 stone and 3 pound in 5 weeks. So an absolute massive shout out to him. I will be posting a picture with his 2 stone certificate a little bit later on. But yeah, 2 stone and 3 pound lost in 5 weeks. Absolutely smashing it, bro. Absolutely smashing it. And if you want to be like Kev or like me and V, just get in touch and we can help you as your consultants to get that weight off. Nice, and it isn't. Kev will back me up on this. The diet is so easy to follow, and it works. It absolutely works. There you go. Highly recommended. And you have a choice of consultants with Team Thomas. You can either have this crazy fool, or you can have my delightful, beautiful, gorgeous, very knowledgeable wife. I'm just a fool. The infamous Mr. T. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Diet Decoder this week. I almost said Team Thomas Tuesday, but it's not Team Thomas Tuesday anymore, and it's not Mondays with Martin anymore. It's Diet Decoder, Thursday, 8 o'clock. Vanessa will be back next week at 8 o'clock, bringing you some more fun facts about everything. She's gorgeous. Infamous fool, Mr. T. I pity the fool. But, guys, you've been awesome. Thank you very much for those of you that tuned in, those of you that reacted, those of you that use the hashtags. Remember to tune in next week, 8 o'clock, with Vanessa, doing Diet Decoder. Remember those hashtags, hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching it later on, and hashtag TTFN, Team Thomas, facts, nutrition, fun. And I will see you in a fortnight. Bye-bye.